1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, rate.
Welcome to Straight Talk TV, the show that cares about you, where the information comes from the people to the people. And here's our host, Tony Brown. Tony, we got to do that over. You were muted.
Okay. Thank you for joining another edition of Straight Talk. I was muted, but that's modern technology. For joining Straight Talk, the show that cares about you, truly, where the information comes from you, the people, to the people. And again, I want to say we thank you for all the emails, the DMs that we're getting, and we're going to do our best. We are going to get through that list, get all those topics that each one of you are requesting, the information, because it is about getting information to you. But before we start the show, please stand in your heart and in your minds for the Black National Anthem performed by Johanna and Steve McCoy.
Lift every voice and sing till like an heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let us march on till victory is won. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun, on the day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won. Is won. Is won.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was muted. Professor O'Day, please welcome Professor O'Day from AOK LLC.
Thank you so much. I want to first say Happy Memorial Day. I am a military brat, Navy issue. And for all of those who have served and fought and died for our country on Memorial Day, please say a prayer for the families who are still here. And we thank them for their service, the ones they performed, and the ones who are taking care of us now.
We thank you and we salute you. And it's still Mother's Day month, so we say Happy Mother's Day, belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there as well. Professor O'Day, thank you. What you have for us today? People just appreciate you coming on and sharing the information about the business. What's going on in the business world for us today?
This is going to be so exciting because this is the time of year that people get renovations to their house. They get the roof done, they get the cement walk done, they get and we're going into energy and fuel efficient products.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important that you ask, is it an industry efficient product? Why? Because you get to take that off of your taxes. Some at 30%. Let's just say you got a new rubber roof and it costs you $15,000-$20,000. They will take 30% off every year until you reach the maturity of that 20,000. Up to appliances. When you go in and you see Energy Star in there,
yeah,
that's what you want to do. You want to buy an Energy Star appliance because you can get up to a $600 credit. Now, the difference between credits and deductions are a tax credit is going to lower your tax liability. And refundable credits are those that actually give you money back. So getting all those things, your water heaters, solar panels, windows, skylights, doors, all of those things are tax deductible. And if you don't have a tax pro asking you about, hey, what did you do this year? Did you do any home improvements? Then tell them, hey, we did some home improvements so that they can get the maximum refund for you, because it does bring that liability down a lot. Or the minutest liability that you can pay. Okay? So that's one of the things that's really, really important. Now, the second part of that is all of you people who are buying fuel efficient vehicles. Fuel efficient vehicles. Now, everybody here $7,500. Well, everybody's not getting $7,500 back.
Okay.
There are ones that the electric, if you put an electric car, you buy one that is electric and gas. If you put that electric box to charge your vehicle in your home, well, one, it will increase the electric bill a little, but that charging port is also a deduction and credit for that. With the fuel, if you bought something in 23, they're not giving you $7,500, but you can go back. You will have to amend the return to get the credit. So you're looking at about $3,700. If you did it last year, you can get the full $7,500. Now, here's the catch. I buy an electric car, and the salesperson didn't tell me they used the $7,500 credit for my down payment. So you cannot double dip.
Okay.
So then when it's time for you to put it in your tax, you can't get it because you used it to put a down payment on. So we got to be smarter consumers.
Okay, so I want to, as they say, put a pin in that right there. You said, now, if the person use your credit for the down payment, they can't use it again. You can't get the rebate. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's not a rebate.
Okay, thank you.
It is a rebate in a way because it just depends on where your tax situation is.
Okay.
So you can get the $7,500 credit, but not if you use it. You can't double dip. It's either I'm gonna use the $7,500, and let me tell you, you have to have the VIN number, and you have to have the date of purchase, and the tax professional, your CPA, has to have that information. And I guarantee you, because we've already tried it a couple of times, that when you put that my computer is trying to die. I'm trying to plug it in. Sorry. When you do that, it will come back rejected.
Okay. Okay.
And it will tell us that you used it, that you can't use it, you're ineligible to use it. So it's not all the slicksters out there that think they're gonna get over. You're not, because as soon as they put it through,
Right.
it's not gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Oh, sorry, Charlie, you used it. So here's the consumer education piece. Ask, did you use it for my down payment, or am I going to be able to get it back? So this is good till 2032, by the way.
Okay.
So that's very important.
Very important. Okay. I don't know about y'all out there in the viewing land, but I got me a pen and a paper writing this information down because it's valuable. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Professor. Okay. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I just want to repeat that again. Make sure that you ask that agent if they use your credit for a down payment. Because if they used it for a down payment, folks, you could try it if you want to, but if you put it in the computer, it's gonna kick back and it's not gonna work. So let's remember that. Okay, thank you,
Right,
Professor.
you're not going to get that tax deduction.
Not gonna get it.
And again, anybody who bought one in 23, go back, amend your return, and get that $3,700 credit. Because
Okay,
it may up your refund. They may need to pay you some more money
okay.
back.
Go back
So
and
people should take a look at that. Just take a look at it. It never hurts anybody to ask the question. Just ask the question.
ask the question. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got the energy.
I have a third point for you today.
We appreciate that. Yes, yes.
There is a census going on in the United States on all nonprofits. We'll give you an example. We have about 32,000 nonprofits just in the city of Philadelphia. Half of them have not done their 990, so they're not compliant. Half of them only have a single person. You are not the owner of any nonprofit. You don't own it. That's why they allowed you to have it. You must have a board. We know the minimum is 3 to get paperwork, but 3 people is just so a small amount of people. You should at least have 7 on your board, working members, not in name only members. If you want to be on the name, be on the advisory board. Bring your resources to that. So they're sending around, in Pennsylvania, we have a due date on, and I understand, Tony, you have one too, that because you're in Oregon. So you have, every state will have one. It is sent to every single nonprofit. It is asking you to register because there are nonprofits who never registered in their state as a nonprofit. So the states are going to clear all that up. The government's going to clear all of that up. The locality is going to clear all of that up. If you do not file that, nonprofits I'm only talking about, by June 30th, your nonprofit will be revoked. There's also an audit part to it. Now, if you never did any bookkeeping, you're going to learn how to start because you have number 45 in here and he's not playing. We're talking about waste. We're talking about waste. Well, we're talking about nonprofits who generally don't have money and you're looking for money. There's 20,000 people trying to get the same grant, but you have no books. That's why one of the things we were talking about previously, and I'm going to talk about it again maybe next month, is record keeping versus bookkeeping. So when you have that audit, when we just put all zeros down, if you're looking for funding, your organization isn't making any money. So a lot of times that deters funders from giving you any money. Because if I give it to you, how are you going to function the next year if you don't have it? So that's one of those key questions that people just don't answer. Answer that question. So there's a process and procedure to everything. And you are going to talk about doing just a nonprofit online summit because that compliance piece is just one of those things that you're going to have to step up your game. And if you don't have any record keeping, and let me just stress this, bank records are only transactions. They don't tell me what the transaction is for. Your deposits don't say where these deposits came from. So if you sell t-shirts, keychains, you had a fundraiser, and I don't know where that money came from. So you put in $10,000, but where does the money come from? That is bookkeeping. I need to understand that because I can guarantee you at least 80% of our nonprofits have no idea how much it costs them to run their nonprofits. Not the bigger ones, the micro ones do. The bigger ones do because they usually get much larger. We're not the United Way. Smaller or micro, as we call them, nonprofits always want money, but you have to be able to do the things to get money, to find funding. Plenty of resources. There's no money. It is a lot of resources. We're just not in a position to collaborate, number one, because you got to collaborate. Sometimes that partnership will get you more money. And two, you have to be compliant, taxation, your quality assurance, which means record keeping and bookkeeping. So that's my story, and I'm bringing it to you live.
That you bring it to, and I just want to kind of go. You spoke about the energy efficient, like washers and dryers, solar systems, anything energy efficient. Keep your receipts. Get with somebody that knows about that, where you can get your rebates on that particular particular appliances. She also spoke about the EV.
I'm sorry.
Fine, we spoke about the EV. If you got the EV and you did not use, now correct me if I'm incorrect here, if you did not use that credit for the down payment, there's a possibility you can get the 7,500 back or the 3,500, depending on when you file. Is that correct?
Right, 2023.
Go ahead.
I think it's 20 to 23 for the 37 and 7,500 because you have to get the credit. 7,500 is for the year that you purchase, in the year you purchase.
Okay, and then you touched on them. The census is going out about the 190. Is that right? Or the 990? Is it 990?
990.
990 people. If you're nonprofit, get your information. And she spoke about the difference between record keeping and bookkeeping. And I'm gonna come back on something you said, and I'm looking forward to doing this. Professor Day is talking about doing a LLC nonprofit summit. Okay. Now, if you need some information from Professor O'Day, we're going to put her information up. If she wants to get a number out now, she can. If she wants to get an email out right now, she can. That's okay. We're going to also put it in the credits and also on the website because she has the information. So, as the song says, don't look any further. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, go ahead, Professor.
I would love it. Send me an email at aokassociates@gmail.com. I can put it in the chat.
Okay.
And my number directly to me is 267-984-9772. If I do not answer the phone, I'm old school, so you got to call me first. If I don't answer, send me a text. And please put your name because people send me a text without their name, so I can't even lock them in to return a call. But yes, we're looking forward to that summit because we have to strengthen our own minority needs, period. Because they would like to make sure that we don't have any. So we need to tighten up on what we need to tighten up on. Oh, I know the other thing I wanted to tell you is if you get an energy audit, let's say the electric company or the gas company comes out and then does an audit for you, you can get a credit of $150.
I like that. I like how yes. See, this is information that's right there that we don't know. And Professor O'Day, we appreciate you so much. People do. They be like, can you get that lady back, that finance lady? And so we just appreciate when we reach out to you. You said, okay, just let me know, and I'm there. We're looking forward to the summit. Again, happy Mother's Day. And again, we salute you and bless you for serving us because, ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't for the men and women that put their life on the lines, our life will be totally different. Professor O'Day, appreciate. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you back. One love, always. Appreciate you. Okay, when we come back, we're going to be joined with a lady that's going to be talking to us about something that out in the air. People have their ifs and buts about it, but it's happening. So we're going to get the information to you like you requested. We're going to be talking to a young lady about digital currency. We're going to go to this commercial. We'll see you on the side. Be blessed.
Bye, Steve.
Okay, well, out of modern technology. We're back. Straight Talk TV is the show that cares about you, where the information comes from, you, the people. And again, people, we just appreciate Professor O'Day all the way from Philadelphia, Temple University, sharing information. And she has a big heart. So she really wants us to get this information. Joining me should be Laquida Landford. And I don't see her right now. She came on earlier. Sometimes modern technology kind of interferes. Can you please bring on Laquida Landford on, engineer?
She is trying to join.
Okay, she's trying to join. But again, people, until she gets on here, we're going to be putting that summit together. And I'm going to get the information out to you. We're going to, with the engineer, Steve is so grateful to help us. We're going to get this out on social media, all the different platforms, many platforms we can. We'll put it like that. Because somebody say, well, you didn't put it on my platform. So as many platforms as we can when the summit is coming, because people, we need to get this information. Information is power if we use it the right way. Okay. So once Laquida Landford gets on, she's going to be sharing us some information. I know a lot of people are speaking about this digital currency. Folks, we can have a pros and cons to everything, but you're asking for the information, and I'm traveling that lane to get the information to you so you can judge it for yourself, apply it or not apply it, but you will have the information. And why Laquida Miss Landford is waiting to get on. Is she on yet? If she's not, Steve, can we go ahead and show that video where it is a bipartisan agreement now in regards to digital currency? People, take a look at this. You can pull that up, engineer. Thank you.
It could make paying with cryptocurrency much more of an everyday thing. Elon Moy joins us with the latest on that. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Andrew. That bill is being introduced today, and it would allow consumers to buy things with Bitcoin without having to worry about paying a capital gains tax. Now, this proposal comes from Republican Senator Pat Toomey and Democrat Kyrsten Sinema. The goal is to encourage public adoption of cryptocurrency by making it easier to conduct everyday purchases. Right now, if you buy something with Bitcoin, even just a cup of coffee, you could technically owe the IRS capital gains tax on the crypto that you used. The Virtual Currency Tax Fairness Act would exempt transactions of less than $50 from that requirement. Now, in a statement, Senator Toomey said, quote, while digital currencies have the potential to become an ordinary part of Americans' everyday lives, our current tax code stands in the way. Now, several key industry groups support this idea, including the Blockchain Association, the Association for Digital Asset Markets, and Coin Center, which said that the bill could pave the way for using crypto in retail payments, subscription services, and for microtransactions. Now, Congress has been discussing a slew of crypto legislation over the past few months amid all this market volatility, but so far none of them have gone very far. A bill to regulate stablecoins that the House had hoped to formally debate this week has been punted until after summer recess. So we'll see how much momentum this new crypto tax bill picks up. But guys, it's clear that Congress is watching the industry closely. Back over to you.
So I asked this next question out of ignorance, which is probably how I should introduce every question I ask. But when you think about just currency, the dollar, or if you were to buy,
can you hear me?
You know, the euro. What's the tax structure in terms of, or the policy around if those currencies were to, you know, rise immensely in value? Would you pay taxes on them? I think you would,
Andrea,
right?
it's not an ignorant question. I didn't know the answer to it either. And actually, no, foreign currencies are exempted from this capital gains tax that you would have to pay if they eventually, you know, if you ended up having an increase in value on the currency that you use. And so the idea behind this is to sort of treat cryptocurrency as a currency, just like you would any type of foreign denomination, and exempt it from that capital gains tax.
So currency investors don't pay taxes? On
small, there's a certain, there's a size of transaction, there's a threshold limit. I don't know what it is for foreign currencies, but there would be a threshold limit for this as well, you know, so that investors who are looking at crypto as an asset don't try to game the system by, you know, turning a large transaction or a large gain into several very small transactions so they can avoid that capital gains tax.
Do you want to know where to invest it?
Thank you, Steve. I just wanted to segue into, is Ms. Laquida available now?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. We just see your name. You have a photo up there?
I don't, because I feel like where I'm at just kept coming in and out.
Okay.
And I can get off camera, but I'm afraid you guys are going to lose me again.
Okay.
So here I am.
Okay. Here, we appreciate you here. Where you at? Tell us a little bit about why you're there and what's getting ready to happen while you're there. And again, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Tony. And hey, Portland, I hope everyone is okay. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here for the largest Bitcoin conference of the year. I have been waiting and anticipating to come to this conference since last December when I bought my ticket. I will call myself a crypto enthusiast and someone's like somewhat new to the conversation, but not so new to the conversation. Thank you, Tony, for bringing me back. I talked to you back in February after I had came back from a random trip in Mexico, in Tulum, Mexico, and I was also in.
Oh, I think we lost her again. Well, when she comes back. But I want to say something, folks. The clip that we just ran, if you notice, and I don't know how many of you caught it, it said bipartisan. So what that means is all of that's in the political arena. Are you back, Ms. Laquida? Until we work out the technical difficulties, just bring her back when she comes back on. Just pop.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if it's happening on my end or y'all end, but
It's okay. We hear a little break. Yeah, we can hear you, but you're breaking up. If you need to go on and come back in, that's fine. Just let us know, and then we can just bring you back in.
It's a challenge. I'm not sure if it's the location because I'm in my hotel room right now.
Okay.
So it came in and came out a couple of times.
Yes.
But I just wanted to make it as quick.
We see you. We see you. As I said, we see you.
Okay. Okay.
So you're in Las Vegas at this convention, it's the biggest one, and you were sharing with us that you were in El Salvador as one moment at a convention, now at the Las Vegas one. Is that correct? Okay.
Yes, and so I'm looking forward to the kickoff of this one in Las Vegas, because there's going to be about, they say, 20,000 people here at this conference. There is a lot of events happening starting on Monday all the way up until Friday. I'm launching what I call the Black Satoshi brunch here in Las Vegas. So I will be having a private space next week, Thursday, to connect with Black folks that I meet here in Las Vegas. Because in anonymous first Bitcoin, Satoshi Namaste. But Satoshi is a very significant coin.
Well, you're broken up again. Well, what we can do is, with the technical difficulties, when you get an opportunity during the convention, if you want to, or you have something set up, just let us know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I had paused. I didn't know if you had any questions for me.
No, I would just want the information out to let the people know. We showed a clip earlier, and I was speaking about the fact that it's bipartisan. And we know the Democrats and Republicans barely can agree on anything. But the fact, people, that they're agreeing on this bipartisan crypto amendment, the currency, the bill, that's a clue. Okay,
It's a clue. Yeah. And I think and I believe that our people should be paying attention. You know, I started to pay.
I'm sorry. Can you switch the camera to her? Go ahead, Laquida. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that our people in our community are paying attention to, you know, these changes that have occurred since November, since Trump became the president again of the United States of America. He is very much have been very openly talking about Bitcoin, and at one point he was very reserved from it. So there are about 20-something cities and states that have adopted some sort of Bitcoin initiative as they are, you know, put in policy in some of these longer legislative sessions. I saw something in Oregon not too long ago around a crypto conversation of a town hall. That was happening in Bend, Oregon. So I do know the conversations are happening in our area.
We appreciate you so much. I know you stepped out of your space where you're in to step in this space with us. And we just appreciate you coming on, sharing the information. Keep us posted on what's going on. And
yes, I will.
And we got the platform, so let us know, because it's happening with us or without us. However we look at it.
Yep, it's happening with or without us, and I'm looking forward to gathering as much information at this conference as possible to bring it back into my space. Back in Portland, I'll be back in about a week, but I'm here to collect all the gems and jewels that I can as much as possible to formulate that and start off in baby steps, as I have been, you know, with myself, but other folks. I think I'm a lot ahead of a lot of other folks, but I'm looking forward to any type of information or forums or summits that I can share this information on. As I was listening to the doctor before talking about clean energy and all of these incentives and things that our community is very much not aware of or tapped into.
Absolutely. We appreciate you. Be safe down there. And
yes.
We appreciate you so much, okay?
I was at the pool.
Okay. One love. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Take care. Take care. Appreciate you. When we come back, we appreciate you so much jumping on and sharing information with us. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we have a young man from HBCU that has a beautiful program, and he wants to share it with us. So when we come back, we're going to be joined with Andrea Pierce. We'll see you on the other side. Can we get that video, please? Thank you. Back to me. I'm not. If Andre's available, let's just go straight to Andre.
Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm. You know what? I'm too blessed to stress because it's not going to do any good. way to stress out. And we
Yeah.
we're proud of it. We're proud of it. Share a little bit about who you are. HBC. We know you're HBC.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll introduce myself,
Well, go
what
ahead.
kind of work I do, and then go from there, man. I
Okay.
appreciate you. Thank you for this time today. Apologize for my tardiness. We're celebrating the class of 2025. So at the church, we put a picnic together for them. We celebrated them. I gave them a commencement speech just to celebrate. But again, I want to thank you for this platform. My name is Andre Pierce, originally from Portland, Oregon. Went off to Grambling State University in Grambling, Louisiana, where I studied education, history education. From there, I moved over to Las Vegas, Nevada, where I'm currently at. I run a program called York Academy. And basically, York Academy is ran out of Portland, Oregon, and Las Vegas, Nevada. The mission of the organization is to help young men and women make the transition from high school to college, vocational school, trade school, owning their own business. Okay. We do seminars on those exact things. So like trade schools, we bring all the trade schools together. We do seminars on You Have Options, Safety Edition, where we bring in, we did it over there at the youth center out there. I want to say 162nd Historic at Sister Amani's place, the youth center, where we basically talked about safety. So we talked about how to administer Narcan. We talked about safety if when you go to a party or you're going somewhere, make sure you lock your key, lock your door, or when you go with somebody, come back with the same person. And then we also do seminars on like resume building, and a couple other things. Okay. The big thing right now is we do 3 college tours a year. The first one is our HBCU, Rose City HBCU tour, which is from March the 21st to March the 27th. Will be this year, we will be going down to North Carolina, South Carolina. We normally traditionally check out HBCUs. We check out PWIs. If you guys don't know what a PWI is, a predominantly white institution. And then a HBCU is a historic Black college university. So a lot of people know about the Morehouses, the Spelmans, the Howards, the Gramlins, but we take youth to like the South Carolina states, the Fitz, the Johnson C. Smiths, the North Carolina A&Ts, right? But we don't just teach about the schools. We teach about the significance of why the schools were founded. We talk about the Greensboro Four, the 4 young men that walked up to the Woodworth Building in North Carolina and got cigarettes put out on them, got coffee poured out on them, right? So that's our first college tour. The college tour we're taking.
I think we got a. I think we did. I think we got a JPEG, a photo of the march. Is that the one you sent to me?
Yeah, I sent that one to you.
Just a second, engineer. Can you pull that up so people can get a visual of what Mr. Andre is speaking about? Brother Andre is speaking about. And you can pull it up and then you kind of just reiterate on it, because I think it's so powerful what you're doing and getting this information, these tours. And the significance. That's a big piece of it. Not just going, but the significance of this.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah. So taking
Not this one here, the other one.
Oh, the other one. A couple events. The so while I'll talk, you pull it up.
Okay.
So then we do an 8th grade college tour. We're taking 8th graders down to, this year we're going to Atlanta. Last year we went to Houston, where we learned about the Juneteenth. We were taking them down to Galveston, Texas, where Juneteenth, where the celebration is and things of that sort. This year is the Civil Rights Tour, where we are taking them to Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to Martin Luther King. We're going to Ebenezer Baptist Church. We're going to Montgomery, Alabama. We're going to go to the as they say, where the slaves went. So we're going to see the slave quarters. They're going to get to see plantations. But then also we want to show the significance of Morehouse and Tuskegee. And then we're going to go to one PWI. So that's that the 8th grade tour. And then the last tour we do is called Grand Fam for a Day. In the fall, we take high school students, and that's from 9th through 12th grade. We take them to Grambling State University, but we do stop at Paul Quinn, and then we stop at SMU just to show them kind of, SMU's a PWI research school, and then Paul Quinn's at HBCU. However, they're big on graduating with no debt. I hear a lot of youth that say, I can't go to college because my mom don't got the money, or never nobody went to school. So what I try to do is I try to be the candle in the dark,
Yeah.
to let them know that they can be something and how they can get there. Okay. So yeah, that's the 3 college tours we do. And then
I know.
yeah, so
Yes, about wellness.
huh?
Yes, you sent me a clip about a wellness.
Yes.
Can you pull it up, Mr. Engineer, where he can speak about that a little bit? And you're not you are the light, my brother. You were saying you the candle in the dark, but you're the light.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Benjamin Elijah Mays talks about the candle in the dark.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm just trying to be a candle in the dark. So yeah, the Wellness Without Limits. I'm not the host of this. I'm teaming up with another organization. However, it's going to be June the 7th between 12 and 4. You guys can scan the QR code and sign up. All youth, make sure that you tap in. There's going to be a lot of resources. It's going to be panel discussions, food, giveaways, but then we're also going to have resources. You see all these organizations that will be there to panel and talk and table. However, there will be more organizations there. So if you guys have any kids that are from the age of 10 to 18, please tap into this conference. There's some great work that being done in Portland, Oregon. Let's come together and let's get this information. We're bringing all these great people into one location. So let's tap in and make sure that we're getting this information.
Well, Andre, we appreciate what you're doing, sir.
Appreciate you.
and-
Real quick,
Go ahead.
let me give my contact information. So if you guys trying to reach me, it's yorkacademy.org. That's the website, yorkacademy.org. Email address is yorkacademy2017@gmail.com. That's yorkacademy2017@gmail.com. If you guys have any 8th graders, please tap in with us. We are purchasing tickets tomorrow, but if you have them, I believe in let's include them. But the big college tour will be, first interest meeting is next week, the 31st. It's on Zoom, so you don't have to come out. It's going to be on Zoom, 6 p.m. And you just email me and I'll send you over the link, or you can find us on Facebook, York Academy. But yes, I did see somebody had a question.
Somebody got a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
This is Alletta. First of all, I'm from HBCU. No,
Hey,
I
what
went
school you
to
went to?
Voorhees, and Voorhees is in Denmark, South Carolina. And when
Okay.
you were talking, I said that's another one of those schools. I'm Episcopalian. It is an Episcopal. It started out as an Episcopal college. It is
Okay.
now a university, and it's across from Denmark Tech. Since and Denmark Technical School was just a trade school, but it is now a university. So
Wow.
I just wanted to share that with you because the schools you're going to are fantastic, and just to know how important he is. My granddaughter went on the Southern tour, Kentucky, Tennessee, that way.
Okay.
She fell in love with Tennessee State. And I tell parents, if your kid loves where they just saw, let them go there. Push
Yeah.
they finish. She graduated summa cum laude. I'm like, and I'm a Zeta, so any help you
Okay.
need, please, I would love to have financial literacy, all of that you have. I would love to share any information. Now I know I'm in Pennsylvania, but maybe we could do some collaborations.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's
We
some
were
people in
we were just out
Atlanta,
there.
so that's great.
Not to disturb
I'm
you,
so
but we were just
excited.
out there. We were just out there. We just went to DC, Virginia, Delaware, Philadelphia, And so yeah, we were just there, but I definitely let's connect and let's coordinate. But yeah, man, I believe that teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Well, we appreciate
Thank you.
That's how it works, people. Networking. It takes a village, and that's a true statement. That is so powerful. Brother Andre, we appreciate you jumping on, getting in this lane. You're in your lane. We appreciate you getting our lane with us.
I
And
love you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity, man. Anything you need, man, I'm one call away.
okay, vice versa. Be blessed. Appreciate you. Okay. Talk
All
to you.
right.
Okay.
Catch you later.
All right. For people, there it is. You asked for information. We got the information to you. We appreciate again. We appreciate the DMs, the emails, and the calls where people say, hey, can Straight Talk do something about this? Can Straight Talk give me some information on this? And we are going to get that information to you. We won't say we're closing out. We'll talk to you soon. As the engineer starts bringing up the close out music. Again, Straight Talk is the show that cares about you. There's the York Academy, so if people can get the correct spelling up there, get that emails to Brother Andre. We also put up Professor O'Day's information, so you can get that information, and Sister Laquida. And people, if you got a gift or talent, let us know. Sing, poetry, open mic, start a new business. Get the information to us so we get you on Straight Talk. Straight Talk show is going to give
That was fantastic. That was fantastic, Tony.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Appreciate it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for him. I wish I'd known he was up here when
Yes.
he was here, you know?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.